Hey everyone, how's everybody doing today? If you made it to this video, thank you for stopping by. This is Crystal's World. I am new to the YouTube streets, I'm just here. Mostly because I just want to vent sometimes about my life and just talk about real life situations, maybe things that I've been through, things maybe I'm going through. Um, and different topics as well, just anything that comes to mind. But a lot of times it's going to be pertaining to what I've been through. And if you can relate, let's talk about it in the comments. So today, I want to talk about being discriminated against at a job. First, have you ever been discriminated against at a job? And if so, tell me why you think it was discrimination, or did you find out the hard facts that it actually was discrimination? Like, because at the end of the day, sometimes things are just what it is. It's laid out on the table, and you just know. You just really know. Okay, so my experience. First off, let me say, I'm 44 years old, right? Um, any job that I've ever had, I've always gotten the job, but was always promoted because of my job, because of my work ethics, right? Let me just say this before I talk about the discrimination where I feel like I was discriminated against. I've been working since I was 14 years old. Again, I'm 44. 14 all the way to 43, right? Never ever once did I ever feel like I was discriminated against from then until 43. Right? That's why this is a big topic for me, because you hear about discrimination. You see it in your paperwork. Like, if you ever feel like you were discriminated against from being hired, you're able to say something about it from a job or whatever. So again, I've been working since I was 14. Always had good work ethics. Always got promoted to a different position for my good work ethics. Never like had issues with my work ethics ever. So this is why I know the experience that I just experienced last year. I feel like it was discrimination. Okay, so let me tell you the first one. The first one, the reason why I feel like I was discriminated against, and let me tell you what I feel like the discrimination was. I feel like the discrimination was for my weight, because I am a heavier woman. Never had issues with being overweight. I was never the heavy set woman or girl that felt embarrassed about my weight or none of that. Because again, nothing never happened to me for me to feel away. Thankfully, because I know, listen, people get fat shamed all the time. And if I was fat shamed, trust me, it was behind my back. I never got like fat shamed in my face or was bullied for my weight or anything like that. I would not be ashamed to say that if I was, and I hate it. For anybody who was, I hate it. Trust me, because again, I'm a big woman, so I hate it. I don't like to see nobody being fat shamed or anything. But anywho, so I did an application. Man pulled my resume, obviously. Clearly he was in need of someone, because he called me over the phone. Asked me some questions. It was let me tell you, it was at a spa. It was for a spa. I wasn't working. I needed a job. And again, this was just last year, so I wasn't working. I needed a job. Anywho, he calls me over the phone. Mind you, it was not FaceTime. It was not a FaceTime call. It was just over the phone. He asked me all the questions. He asked me about what I put on what was on my resume, and asked me some questions. Bam, you're hired. Woo. Mind you, I think the reason why he, hired me over the phone before even seeing me in person, well, one, because he needed someone. He needed someone, obviously, real bad. Number two, I live literally 5 minutes from the job. I don't even know if it's 5 minutes, probably 4 in a car. It's like probably 4 minutes from the job. So I think that made him happy. I mean, I sounded professional over the phone, obviously. And so, yeah, bam, he hired me over the phone. So he tells me when to come in for orientation, right? I go in for orientation. He wasn't there yet, but it was the other manager that was there. So, she lets him know I'm there or whatever. So we're just sitting there waiting for him. Once he gets there, I'm sitting down. He does come to me, and this is the owner of the spa. It was a white guy. It was a white guy. So I'm thinking I'm being discriminated against. I'm going to tell you why. I don't think I would be being discriminated against because of my color. I don't think. I'm thinking it's because of my weight. Because, a spa wants a certain look. You get what I'm saying? Mind you, I'm a big woman, but I know how I dress professional. I know how I dress professional when I need to. Most of my jobs all my life, I've had to dress professional. It was always in a front setting where I was the front person to greet people or of that nature. I was always a receptionist or whatever, caseworker. I've always had to dress professional. So that was not a problem. I was dressed professional. When he came, he did come to me, and he barely said anything to me. That was number one. He had the other lady. He goes to the back. He had the other lady tell her to get me started with the orientation. Now, I think he did that because, mind you, on the phone, he told me I was starting orientation, right? Okay. So he literally has me do my paperwork for my banking information and all that, right? He had me do the little work on the computer in the front. He had one of the girls had me, walk me around to see what it looked like or whatnot. And I was feeling I don't know, I was feeling kind of weird because, again, he was so nice over the phone, wanted to talk to me, and everything. And but when he gets there and he sees me, he barely had anything to say. But he did get everything started, mind you, because he told me I was going to be starting orientation. Okay, so but maybe 3 hours, 4 hours goes by. I did a little work on a computer. They were showing me different, just different things. I even answered the phone maybe twice, a couple times. So that day was over. See you tomorrow, da da da. Not him, the girl that was training me. So I go home thinking everything fine. The girl tells me when to come back or whatever. No, she didn't tell me when to come back. She told me she would call me. They would call me to tell me when to come back. So I kind of felt the way then. You get what I'm saying? So, anywho, fast forward. I get a text 4:00 in the morning from the owner to tell me, thank you for coming in, but we don't think that you're a good fit for this job, in a text. And what's your Cash App? I'm going to send you the money for the hours that you worked. When I tell you, I felt all kinds of weird and crazy, but I was, I didn't go back and forth with the man. That's his place of business. You don't like what you see, clearly, because nothing else could have been the reason I did everything you asked me to do, clearly, with no problem. So yeah. I really feel like it was discrimination because of my weight, and he probably wanted a certain look at the front desk. That's just it. And I felt crazy because I had never had that happen before in my life. In my 43 years at the time, 43 years of life, I've never had that happen before. It was crazy and weird to me. So yeah, I just I needed to tell somebody. So I'm telling y'all about it. Yeah, it's crazy. So anywho, if you made it to this video today to hear my little vent session about me being discriminated against, drop down something in the comments and let me know if you've ever been discriminated against and why you feel like you were discriminated against. I would love to hear it because, again, it was really mind-boggling to me because it never happened before. And mind you, I am in a different state than I used to live in. So I don't know if that's made a difference. I don't know. I don't understand it, and I probably will never understand it. Even though I know it happened. I know it happens in real life, but you don't realize how something can affect you until it actually happens to you, right? Yeah, it really made me feel away. But anywho, thank you for stopping by at Crystal's World. If you really like my video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.